So are we joining the
Others.
war games or the test universe?
War
We're
games,
gonna
I
be joining
guess.
the war games based on the population. So we got 3 Europeans. Don Juan and PV Eagle. I assume you guys are North American.
I'm North
Yeah,
American.
I'm on North America.
Okay, so that's 3-3. So we're gonna go to New York.
Okay.
Meet me in New York. That's how I usually do it. Until next week, then I'll be back in Europe, and then we'll switch you back to London, baby.
If it's a tie.
Yeah, it's a tie.
Oh, I got a quick question. I don't know if you know.
Sure.
My Hunternet's audio is like not working on flat screen anymore, but when I launch it on VR and put on the headset, that works fine.
Yeah, yep. That's a weird issue. Somebody else has hit it before. There's some. I think I pinned it in the support channel, so you might want to look at the pins. But if you can't find the pin or you continue to have problems, yeah, it gets stuck. It's some weird thing, and there's a way to unstuck it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll
It's like,
take a
if I
look.
remember correctly, you know, like Windows has like their little windows where you can like change various sound properties. One of those windows was to fix. I think it's one of the more, not the old school Windows one, but like the newer Windows sound venue. But it's in there under pins, I'm pretty sure. If you don't find it, just let me know.
Okay,
Send me a ping or open up a support ticket. But yeah, it's just a matter of like telling it to use the other device. Okay, let me get my exposure set up properly. Why is this not? Okay, I'm using the camera here.
Targeting during.
I need to set up my head tracker real quick.
Come on, computer. Patch.
Okay. That's perfect. Okay. So I got my camera set up. I'm gonna record a quick video and then I'll start the stream. And then after I record the video, I'll upload it. If you guys pay close attention, you might be able to figure it out. But I do recommend if you're not able to get consistent critical hits, you're not gonna get every single hit critical, but you should be able to get them, frequent enough that you feel that you know how it works. Then you should watch the video that I'm about to record. Okay, let me start the game.
All right, I fixed it. Perfect. Awesome.
Good.
Will over time all asteroids be the new kind of asteroid?
All the ones of the same size, of like this sort of size, will be switched over. Even like there's a lot of those that are static in the.
Yeah, I mean, will those that are in these maps that are currently like static things, will they also be turned into these dynamic asteroids?
Yeah, my plan is to switch it to that. I still haven't decided on like the replenishing. How am I gonna do it? If it's just a simple timer. But yeah, I'll probably switch the ones that are around the same size as these. Most likely, I'll be changing them to either be replaced by dynamic ones that are moving around, or just ones that are standing in place and spinning a little bit. The ones I won't be doing, at least not anytime soon, will be the really ginormous ones.
Yeah, obviously. They should be like series or these bigger Kuiper belt objects, right? They are not really asteroids.
Yeah, for multiple reasons, as you can imagine.
And for Saturn, would you keep them as fixed things, or like procedural, that if you keep going, you get more and more, and then in some areas it makes sense to do the mining, and in others it's just so poor that
I think we just have to experiment. My guess is that I'll probably end up with a mix. Like some of them will just be there, and then after they get destroyed, they'll get replaced gradually over time. And then some of them will be moving. And then what I'm gonna experiment with is just locations that just have an asteroid field. Because one of the things we're gonna be having to figure out while playtesting is how big does the test universe need to be, right? How many jumps between space stations from the friendlies and enemies? How far away the asteroid fields will be? So I'll need some like really easy to plop down additional locations, right? So the easiest locations we can pop down are like locations that just has an asteroid field, or a location that's just a a pause between jump gates, right? So there's choke points. We're gonna be experimenting with that. And then with the replenishing mechanics is similar to building carriers. Is like the game needs to check to make sure it doesn't spawn an asteroid on top of a carrier or a ship, right? So things like that. But yeah, it'll be a mix. Whatever works best. And luckily it's nothing too hard. It's just figuring out what works best for the gameplay purposes. Okay, let me close the windows here because I'm getting some IR interference. Okay, but yeah. Okay. Still let you know. Let me adjust my camera settings.
It's a griefer. Contigo?
Okay, that's better.
Obviously. I wasn't even stealthed.
Replaced cowboy by pirate and everything.
Okay, so I'm gonna go here. I'm not streaming yet, but this is gonna be recording, so don't say anything on the recording because it's going on YouTube. It's gonna be unlisted, it's just for the people joining the playtest. But I'm gonna go explain the mining mechanics. Don't ask any questions in the middle of the explanation. Wait until it's over. Feel free to try to follow along in your own shift and don't get in my way. I do recommend the bomber if you want to try out torpedoes, but LRM, so you can just experiment with all explosive types. I'm going to be turning on missile training, so we have unlimited missiles, so you can practice to your heart's content. And there will be 3 carriers or 6 carriers warping in for each faction. 6 in total. And let's see, I'm gonna make sure that my microphone, everything's picking up. And a little bit of water. And yeah, so practice mic discipline, and the recording is gonna start right now. Okay, this is a quick little mining tutorial. Mining is still work in progress, but I wanted to record this tutorial for anybody who joins the playtest, so they can at least have some basic mining skills. Let me show off how it works. We have some carriers coming in, I believe. Let me start the round here. There should be some carriers coming in distance. If I did this correctly. I don't know how carriers. Oh, there they are. There they are. There's 3 per each side right there, off in the distance. So there's been some updates. If you open up your main scope, every time you open it or reactivate it, it'll scan for asteroids. So I'm going to scan at this asteroid. You'll see that the scope tracker was set. Nothing detected if I try scanning here, for example. So I've locked this asteroid. It's very easy to switch between them. You get this the relative drift indicator, same one you get with your landing gear when landing on a friendly carrier or when using torpedoes. It's very useful because it helps you match the velocity of the carrier, of the asteroid, sorry. And that is key when trying to get critical or stacked critical hits on your attacks on these asteroids. If you do it right, you should be able to actually crack even one of these big asteroids with the rockets, using only rockets on a light or heavy fighter. So it's definitely worth your time to learn how to do this. The key thing to know, besides wanting to match the velocity on the asteroids, which will make everything easier, is with rockets, it's all about what matters the most is getting in close enough so you can get good angle shots. You want to try to get the shots to come in as perpendicular to the surface as possible for maximum penetration. And you do want it to be flying towards the asteroid. And you need to be within rocket range, so try to get within 1.5 kilometers or lower with a little bit of forward momentum aligned with the surface. And there I got a critical hit on the first time. You also want to try to stack your critical hits, so see where your last critical hit occurred and try to get your next critical hit in the same spot. Or shoot 2 rockets at a time. That's a good way to get critical hits. Each time you do that, you're going to increase your damage significantly. Up to, it's quite a big difference. Is like if you stack it, I think it's close to like 8 times as much damage. So you're gonna save instead of firing 8 rockets, you can try to go for critical hits. With the short-range missiles, long-range missiles is a mistake that I was seeing a lot from other players, where with rockets, it's really useful to get in within 1.5 kilometers, get at least a little bit of velocity, like this. Look carefully at the angle. These you want to be perpendicular to the surface. With the SRMs and the LRMs, the key thing is not so much the surface, is making sure the SRMs and LRMs have enough time to get enough speed so they can penetrate deep into the asteroid. So I'm going to pick an asteroid here that's pretty far away, 6.4 kilometers, match the velocity, and then start sending some SRMs and some LRMs in it. Matching velocity will help make sure that I don't miss. You see, there I got critical hits, right? And I got stacked hit, and boom. I was able to take out this asteroid with minimal hits. And they want to repeat the process with the other pieces. You know, with SRMs and LRMs, like I said, main thing is making sure you're far enough away so they can have time to catch up that velocity. If you do that, it works pretty well. I just took this one out too. And then the other thing that's new, and there's more stuff that's new that I'll be covering during the playtest, is that you can mine all the way down to resources. It's just a placeholder, of course, but let's see if I can get this guy. I'm pretty close. I'm deciding to getting closer and finish this piece off with rockets instead. Well, careful not to crash into it again. You want to be perpendicular to the surface and flying towards the asteroid. It's important to fly towards it, and then when it blows up, you're gonna get a big explosion. This is a placeholder, of course, and you can scan with the scope, and you'll search for nearby wreckages, and you'll see that the final piece, and again, it's obviously a placeholder, so this gets replaced by a bomber wreckage, which you then want to break into scraps. This is what scraps look like if you're not familiar. Once you have the scrap, you can target it, of course, with the scope, and you need to pick it up with cargo or ammo. I didn't actually equip that, but you can go over here to refit and equip either cargo or ammo. They'll give you a little bit of a cargo hold. Once it's in your cargo hold, which you can do by just flying into it, then deploy your gear and fly to the nearest friendly carrier. That's a little, actually it's just small. There you go. Fly to your nearest friendly carrier. Gotta make sure that the gear is down, doesn't scan instead. And then land to deploy. If the game is set to conquest mode with mining turned on, it's going to switch to a temporary mining test mode where the only way to score is by delivering cargo, and the only way to get cargo is by destroying asteroids, because fighters and everything else will no longer drop wreckage. So that's what we're going to be testing today. I hope that helps. Was that explanation clear to you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to end the recording here, and then we're going to start the playtest. Okay. Let me upload this real quick. But yeah, the key thing is make sure you match the velocity of the asteroid. If you're using rockets, getting within 1.5 kilometers, have at least a little bit of forward velocity. It doesn't take a lot, but a little bit, so that rockets go a little bit faster than normal. And then try to, get as perpendicular shot as you can. SRM LRMs, the key thing is get far enough away so they have enough time to burn high velocities, and then they'll penetrate the asteroid that way. And main thing, I wanted to take enough attention and concentration that you're vulnerable to getting ganked while doing it, and that there's a better player will waste less time and resources than a player who's just spamming without thinking, right? I want to take at least a little bit of fun.
How do we drop off materials?
So to drop off the materials, you have to have cargo or ammo equipped, so you have some cargo space on your thing, and then you fly into the scrap, and then you land on the carrier, and once you land on the carrier, you hold down the cargo button to unload it. You'll get a message saying that it's been unloaded. And if you unload enough 3 pieces of scrap at a time, to actually, not only will you get the points, but you'll also generate a torpedo. Which I've neglected to show how to use torpedo, but I think it's good enough for now. But yeah, let me upload this real quick, and then I'll ping the Vanguard, and then we'll start to play this properly. And I'll be doing a proper training mission when everything is actually done, instead of this temporary thing that I have now.
Yeah, all of my key bindings right now are set for combat.
Well, the good thing is it's the same buttons used to fire weapons are used to unload your cargo, so you don't need to map any additional buttons. Make sure you have main scope mapped, though that is extremely useful. Look at my notes. I need to make sure that the main scope is not interfering with gear down. Make sure main scope scanning is not getting in the way of gear down. Assigning carrier to scope. Okay. Let's see where the video's at. Did not save it. Stop recording or is it recording?
Sorry.
Okay, I think this is recording right now.
Why can't I unload my cargo? Does it have to be full to be unloaded?
Okay. Let me upload this real quick. Yeah, and I forgot to mention that you can also use the torpedoes, which are great because they can crack. If you get a critical hit, they can crack any asteroid with the single hit. So if you really want to speed up your mining process, you could put on torpedoes, rockets, SRMs, and LRMs. Or it might be good to do rockets and then replace one of the SRMs or LRMs with cargo. And if you want to be able to put up a fight and somebody attacks you, you could just have, one weapon, one regular weapon, rockets, cargo, and torpedoes. And then torpedo, then use your rockets, use your Vulcan or plasma, whatever you're using to defend yourself, and then use the cargo to pick it up. So it's like, how much do you want to optimize for mining versus how much you want to optimize for defending yourself? And if you get really good, you could have all your escorts be using weapons plus rockets, and they could help on the mining side of things as well as protecting and attacking the enemy. So you can like mix and match. And light fighters and heavy fighters, while they don't carry as much cargo as the fighter bomber does, they're much zippier. So that they can make those trips more quickly and more likely to not get intercepted. So that can also be useful. Have some people just focus on blowing shit up, and then you can go in and just scan and pick things up with the defender. So all different ways to potentially do things. Okay, so let me. I need to process this video real quick so that YouTube can actually use it.
So how do you scoop up the scrap again? Or do you have to blow up the scrap before you can scoop?
Yeah, so once the wreckage is there, if you open up your main scope, it should say ore detected and point you to it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
And
off.
then you need to blow up. You need to shoot it with rockets or any weapon will do, but it's going to be way more efficient with energy weapons or with explosive weapons. And eventually it'll break into 3 pieces, and then each of those 3 pieces you hit those as well. And those will break into scrap, which is like a jumble of little pieces of metal. And then that you need to fly through with cargo, and it'll say that it picked up your cargo. You'll keep track of how until your cargo's full. You'll see the little like status on your.
I see.
Then land. Yeah, there's a video on salvage where which covers that part.
And there's another piece here in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time you open up your scope, it will try to target whatever's in front of you. And if there's nothing in front of you to target it, then it will search the nearby area for wreckage and point that to you. So,
Gotcha.
and if the scope is open, you can keep pressing the main scope button to tell it to scan again. So, you can tell it to scan anytime. You can look for. So if you might have a wreckage already targeted, but maybe you want to see if there's something more nearby. You can rerun the scan. And it'll search nearby. So, great. Okay, so. Delivery.
So every time the rock blows, the ship's swapping, yeah? Temporarily.
Every time the final rock disappears, then yeah, when it doesn't break into smaller pieces, it'll spawn the bomber.
Yeah, I see, okay. Then I get
And after that, it's just like regular salvage. It's just that if you kill somebody, they won't drop a wreckage once I turn on the mining competition mode. the plan is to spawn a proper like debris field with mix of like ore and non-ore bits, and have you like, you know, deal with that to find the actual ore. And then later on, I might do like a proper do like a little like tractor beam for you guys to be able to move it around. But how much time I spend on it, I'll definitely make it look nice, at least decent enough, so it's not a bomber. But I also want to move on to the carrier travel system, because I'm sure I'll keep working on mining going forward. Just has to be decent enough. Okay, it's processing the video now. It's at 6%, 7%, so it'll probably take around 200 seconds to finish. But yeah, please experiment while you're before the playtest proper starts. Work on your mining skills. See if you can crack an Astra with just the rocket load on a light fighter. So I think a regular light fighter, does it have like 12 rockets maybe? I think it carries like 12 rockets. So you can crack a full-size undamaged asteroid with 12 rockets or less. I think that's pretty good.
You mean completely? Well,
yeah, a complete undamaged one. You should be able to do it with 12 rockets or less.
so
If you're careful enough. The other thing you
into
can
all
experiment
pieces
with-
or just the first piece?
Just crack it once. Just crack it once. You know.
Oh.
It's gonna take more than that to get to the mining. I don't think a light fighter definitely does not. I don't think even if you're like a perfect shot, I don't know. I haven't calculated or anything, but it'd be really hard to get it all the way down to the bomber and not run out of ammo. The other thing you can experiment is you don't have to use rockets, right? You might find that you prefer mining with SRMs or LRMs. SRMs in particular should work pretty well. It's a trade-off. With rockets, you need to get close. With SRMs, you need to get further away. So if you have both, you can start with the SRMs from far away, and then when you get close, switch over to the rockets. But with if you're using a light fighter or heavy fighter, and mining is only like a side gig, then SRMs might be better, right? Because they're good defensive tool. They're good for chasing down bombers, and you can use them from a distance to sort of keep your distance from your bombers, but help them out from a distance. So this actually could be very versatile to use SRMs for mining, and they're quite effective as long as you give them enough distance to pick up speed, and they're actually easier to use than the rockets. Rockets are a little bit more versatile for pure mining, since you can use them to pick up the scrap as well quickly, and you get more of them in the bomber. But then you get SRMs, but SRMs are also quite good. So I'm not actually sure which one is more effective. And LRMs, you get a lot less, but they do quite a lot more damage. So I set the values based on what made sense to me, but in practice, I'm not sure which of those three is actually the better mining tool. All three of them should be reasonably good. I guess it's rocket SRM LRM, but it could be SRM rocket LRM.
Fuck's sake.
Cargo. Oh, I get the answer. Ah, griefer.
The griefer griefed me here. I had to anti-grief him. Stole my filthy pirate.
Yeah, it's your influence that I'm starting also. To use stuff.
Nice. Yeah, 4 hits
And
is breaking an asteroid in
you did it in 4 hits. That's
4
pretty
hits.
good.
Yeah, 4 hits. It's breaking an asteroid. But you kind of have
Yeah.
to hit the same spot, right?
Yeah. It'd be basically a critical hit is around 4 times as much damage, and a stacked critical hit is another 4 times. So it makes quite a difference. Or maybe 3 times more. I forget. It's a significant boost if you can get. So I recommend shooting 2 rockets at a time. Boom, 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 boom. Even if you don't always get that stacked hit, it makes it much easier than having to go back and try to hit the same spot again, right? Again,
Do you have
that's
a
my
pip? Fighter?
No. Pipping is asteroid mining is no pip.
Yeah, you have to predict where it will go, and
Yeah.
that the asteroid will be perpendicular when it goes. So
was I didn't want to make it too easy. I figured the asteroid's the size of it's like half a kilometer or more across, so hitting it's not the hard part. But yeah, getting it, paying attention to the surface, and making sure you're flying towards it and not away from it. So even if an asteroid is standing still, you still need to be moving towards it a little bit for it to. There is spawning. Yeah, in attrition it will spawn breakages too. I'll switch it to conquest mode.
No, I was more thinking on the fact that we weren't getting points from mining.
Ah, you weren't getting points for money. Yeah, yeah. It should work now. It's on conquest. Yeah, I was just showing off the mining mechanics. I didn't really care if it made any points, but yeah. Now it should only get points for. Oh, I hear a lot of explosions. Is that a carrier? What the heck? Come on. What's my tracker? Yeah, actually trying to go. Okay, and 88%.
Go.
But if, yeah,
With-
especially
with-
you guys, if you don't know how to load torpedoes, I recommend landing on one of these carriers just coming in and practice landing and loading torpedoes, arming torpedoes, and firing torpedoes. Or we might put you guys on like guard duty instead if you. That's useful too.
So it's a process. You don't just put the torpedoes in your like on your ship. You got to do extra steps.
Well, what you need to do is land on the carrier in a fighter bomber, the torpedo bomber. Press the auxiliary key to load torpedoes. You load them one at a time. You'll see a little message. You can load up to 3. Once you have 3 loaded, you press the key again. It'll unload them. Then undock from the carrier. Then you need to arm the torpedoes. Once you arm the torpedo, when you arm the torpedoes, it'll target whatever is in front of you. So make sure you aim whatever you're targeting, whether it's a carrier or an asteroid. Then the little targeting computer will turn on and give you information. You want to basically match the velocity of your target. You want to be far enough away so that the torpedoes have time to burn and pick up speed. And the little target computer will calculate the estimated impact speed of the torpedo. If it's within critical speed, it'll blink to let you know that it's fast enough. If it's not fast, if the speed's too low, it won't blink. It also will calculate if you could be going really fast but not have enough time for it to speed up. So it'll only blink if you have it'll have the correct speed and distance for it to do a critical hit. And then it'll calculate your drift. If your drift is high, it won't blink. You could still technically get a critical hit, it's just less likely because it's more likely for you to miss. And when all parameters are correct, distance, speed, and drift, the little X will blink as well, the little X on your HUD. So let you know that right now is the optimal time to send out a torpedo. The torpedo hits is very likely to be a critical hit. If it's a critical hit, it'll do way more damage to a carrier and it'll guarantee cracking an asteroid. If it's not a critical hit, it'll still do a buttload of damage. So it's still good, but just try to get those critical hits. And then once you run out of torpedoes, you can leave. You can also unarm the torpedoes at any time. Be careful not to, and the torpedoes are slow, so if you're not careful, you can run into them yourself. So try to fly really steady. Once you launch them, don't accelerate into the torpedo after you launch it. And then be careful not to shoot your own torpedoes because they will blow up. And if you have torpedoes, you also will fly. It adds mass to your ship, so you have to take that into consideration. Just try to use your torpedoes as quickly as possible. Also, if you take damage while you have torpedoes equipped, then there's a chance the torpedo will get triggered by the damage and blow you up as well. So, and then the torpedoes are also limited as well. So so they're powerful tools, but they're limited and tricky to use. Does that make sense, Eagle?
Yes.
And you can also manufacture more torpedoes if you deliver up to 3 pieces of scrap simultaneously. So,
Do we have any carriers here at the moment? Ah, there. Okay.
3 of them. There's 3 of them. I'm gonna leave all 3 for this first test, but I'll have carrier command off so that they won't defend you, and you can. But at least you'll have 3 carriers land and reload on, and a lot of torpedoes. Okay, but the video finished processing, so I'm gonna go ahead and update it, and then I'll ping the Vanguard. But yeah, go ahead and practice that. After this first mining trip, maybe we'll do a quick duel with the new guys just to see how they're doing, give them some combat pointers. But I want to go straight to this mining test. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to split Eagle and Don Juan to 2 different channels, since they're the 2 new guys, so that way their newbies have more experienced players to help them out. My channel, upload video.
So power auxiliary is what's gonna unload my cargo?
No, to unload your cargo is whatever hardpoint you have the cargo equipment set to. So you need to refit your hardpoints and you need to put cargo into one of those. So when you land on the carrier, go to refit and change maybe hardpoint 3, for example, to cargo. And then you'll use the middle mouse button by default or fire number 3 if you're using joysticks to trigger it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So right now I have cargo on hardpoint 3. Okay, so
And make sure you have some cargo in it.
I
You have to
do.
make sure you- okay, and then land, and then hold down that button, and you'll get a message, and you'll hear sound while it's unloading. And if you do it correctly, there it goes. Don Juan delivered 10, and Eagle delivered 60 points. Well, he had it completely packed, so that's excellent. That's what you should be aiming for.
So I
Deliver
have to
60.
change the hardpoint.
Yep, if you want to have cargo. You can also use ammo, but it won't give you as much of a. It'll give you a much smaller.
No, when I changed the
capacity.
car loadout, then it got deleted.
No. You don't need to change it. You need to make sure you have it.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
And I had
And-
it full.
Then you need to hold down the button assigned to it. It's
I
like
have to
three
find
click.
it because I had it full and I was holding it.
Yeah. Don't refit. Don't refit. That will lose your cargo for sure. So you need to unload the cargo. To unload the cargo, you just hold the button associated with it. 5, 1, 2,
Holding it long
or 3.
enough.
Yeah, you gotta hold it until it finishes. So it's,
See,
you
that
let go,
was
you
my
let go,
problem as
restart the
well.
process.
I thought I had to have it full before I can unload it.
Yeah, you can unload at any time. Obviously, it's the benefit of unloading when it's full is if you unload 3 at a time, you'll get a torpedo as well as the bonus points. I'm gonna be refining the whole cargo mechanics when I do the economy loops. You know, the consuming the resources and all that. But yeah, that's how it works currently. Okay, so let me upload this video. Where the hell is it? Details, time.
Holding
Mining
it.
top basics. You gotta hold it while docked, and you'll see it unloading. It'll make a sound like donk donk donk.
Mhm. But it needs something like PLC. I cannot keep running into the wrecks to break them.
Ram them.
This is what I used to do. I just ram them.
Peels. Yeah, I mean it depends on the loadout. Like you could do. There's a lot of interesting mixes. You could do PLC and cargo and rockets, or PLC SRMs, or PLC LRM and cargo, or you could do PLC rocket and ammo. You're not going to be delivering as often, but you can manufacture rockets. My guess, if you're going to be flying a light fighter, a really good loadout would be PLC, LRMs, and cargo. Those LRMs are just really useful when you're trying to slow down the enemy team and preventing them from delivering at their carrier. And then the cargo, you can help speed up the delivery process for your bombers. So, or you can just go, either that or go full attack. You know, forget about asteroids and leave that to your bombers and just focus on attacking and preventing the other teams from delivering. Okay, so. And then the question is, you know, are you able to harass the enemy fast enough that it makes sense to do that versus doing your own mining? And that, I think, is going to depend on a lot of factors, how close the carrier is and who's mining and so forth. Okay. Mining how basics is loading. Okay. Video has been uploaded. I'm gonna ping the Vanguard. Ping the Vanguard now.
Feel naked without stealth, I have to say. Now that I also have to select DLC, break the Rex. Cannot hide anymore. Feels weird.
Yeah. I mean, in the future we'll have like dedicated stealth ships.
No, in
Or
life cycle
second.
doesn't work with unloading the cargo.
It doesn't?
I have a... Ah, no, it takes quite a while, okay.
Yeah, it takes a while. You gotta hold it down for a while. It's not instantaneous.
No, I was waiting a while, but okay, I expected to be a little bit faster. No, that's working, no problem.
Okay.
It's 5 seconds. Literally.
But with
About right.
today's 8 seconds of attention span, that's half an hour, effectively.
But I really don't get into this critical area on error with rocket missiles.
Watch the video later.
Yeah, I'll watch the video later.
You can focus on other things.
Oh well.
Oh, deliver. Oh, my beautiful cargo.
Okay. Hey, Box.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you
Yeah.
loud and clear.
No,
Nice.
we cannot hear you at all.
Well, that's not just...
How's it going?
Yeah, rare occasion I'm home on a Sunday, so it's been a while, but I'll try. Maybe doing some mining / combat.
Yep. It's I uploaded a video showing how to hit the rockets the rocks just right with rockets and SRMs and LRMs. You might want to check that out in the Looking for Game channel. Otherwise, you can focus on defending the miners, but it's worth watching because you will be way more effective if you know what you're doing.
We are grieving
Okay.
Ivan's asteroids here.
Let's see. So we have 6 people, about to be 7, so it's gonna have to be a 3 versus 4. Let's do a quick test of you guys' flying
Oh,
abilities.
You guys could just go ahead. I'm watching this tutorial for a bit, so I know what's going on. I'll deafen myself.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go start the stream as well. Okay,
Change my
starting
ship
the
out of a bomber.
Okay. Welcome, guys, to another Hunternet Starfighter Playtest. Fernando Z. We're going to be doing a mining competition. It's a quick test mode, part of the conquest mode that allows us to test the mining work in progress and see how mining behaves under attack. We did that for the first time last week, and this week's update includes a bunch of improvements to the mining loop, both for miners and for people defending or attacking miners. Before we do the actual competition, we're going to do a quick test this other location with the 2 new players. I want to make sure that their combat skills are okay. No pressure or anything. Let me turn on to refit and repair on kill. And let me switch my ship to something else. So, Eagle, you want to be first?
Sure.
Okay, we'll try you first. No pressure. This way I can see how you do, give you some pointers, and help you better balance the teams. Okay, so I have you targeted. On the radar, you should see me showing up in your contacts list soon enough, I think. And I get closer to you. Let's see, you're 2 kilometers away. There. So you got me targeted already. Perfect. Okay, face each other. Once you pass each other's wing line, just do your best. Try to kill me as quickly as possible. And you told me earlier you play Elite Dangerous, right?
Citizen.
Oh, Star Citizen. Okay. That was not one to play something. If you lose track of me, you can open up your main scope, and you can use that to point your nose at me as well. It also will. You see that? Bring up the main scope, you'll see my name on the main scope. Your nose is the red X, and you change targets.
I did? Oh.
You killed somebody else. You have me targeted now. You see how if you open up the it's okay. He wants to get 2 for 1 deal.
He did a rally
So
group B and killed one of the onlookers here.
And you'll notice that I'm getting really close to you because I want to try to push you to black out and have a hard time keeping on me. And also, if you can flank somebody and get them the sides, they'll do more damage. Plus, the top and bottom are much easier to hit because it's bigger. So, if you lose sight of me, you can use power burn. Do you have a button? Are you pressing the target key a lot because he keeps switching targets?
No, I think it's got like a auto target or something.
Oh, you have auto target. It's off by default, so you might have turned it on. Open up your ship's menu, the same one you used to refit, and go to HUD and targeting, and make sure auto target is set to just turrets.
Flight assist and gun sights?
No, HUD and targeting.
Auto targeting.
And an auto target, change it to turrets. Should be at the bottom of the list.
It's set to turrets.
And that means that you must be pressing the target button without realizing it. Are you on sticks?
Yes.
You might want to look under input hardware, joystick buttons, and go to smart target, see what button it is, and try pressing different buttons, and make sure that it's not like mapped to the same button as a trigger or somehow you're pressing it.
Yeah, I also just saw him suddenly target Asmodean.
Okay, take a look at that, review your targeting buttons. In the meantime, I'm gonna fight Don Juan. Okay?
Okay.
Because if you're accidentally switching targets, it's gonna cause you a lot of problems later. Okay, Don Juan, let's do this. You're the one who came from Elite Dangerous, right?
Yes, sir.
But you already got good at flying, at racing, so that should help you with your combat. Yeah, do your best to kill me, I'm here. If you lose sight of me, you can always bring up the main scope, which will help you find me a little bit faster if you have trouble finding me on the radar. And don't be afraid of blacking out a little bit. As long as you don't lose consciousness, it's okay. The other thing you can do is you put some distance between you and me, power burn forward if you lose track, to sort of try to reset the fight a little bit. That can be useful. That's good, you're getting some hits on me. If you're having trouble hitting, always try to get in a little bit closer. Short bursts of power burn can really help with that. Just like a half second to a second burst to try to get a little boost of forward speed, but not so much that you accidentally overshoot your target. Unless that's what you're intending to do. There you go, good hits. Good, good. Good job there, avoiding me getting behind you. And now that you already made it into the race club, you're definitely ready to start trying to make your way into the fight club.
Oh yeah, I've been practicing.
Good, good. This is I can't lose on stream, so you know I'm gunning for you. Can't look bad in my own game, you know.
Why are you using the
he's
B
fucking
variant then?
Yeah. Well, I have a heart, you know. Come on, I'm missing. On his 6, Getting closer. Oh no, you managed to rotate. No. You almost had me. Oh, now he managed to reset the fight. Still has a chance. Oh, good hits. Come on. Just need to finish you off. Finally, okay. You got me down at 30. If you look at the upper right corner of your HUD, you'll see you got me down at 36% pull, which is not bad for a new player. Okay, Eagle,
Yeah.
Take a look at your targeting, make sure that it's, you know, not
Yeah, so the button that I was hitting was cycling between auto targeting and manual targeting.
Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, make sure you don't do that. Okay, let's do another fight then. Glad we caught that. That's one of the reasons I do these duels. You turn a lot. You can tell a lot by watching. Oh, you're only using heavy cannon. By the way, is one of the harder weapons to use, especially by itself. So you picked a pretty hard loadout. The weapons in the refit menu are listed by projectile velocity, with the higher projectile velocity weapons listed first, lower projectile velocities listed later. In general, the higher projectile velocity weapons are easier to hit with but do less damage, and the slower projectile velocity weapons are harder to hit with but tend to do more damage. But as a new player, I definitely recommend the high velocity weapons to start with, or multiple weapons to have even more damage. Yeah, no, you got some good hits on me anyway, so looks pretty even so far. You're doing a good job not letting me easily rotate and get behind you, so that's good. And you come from Star Citizen. I don't play Star Citizen, but everything they tell me is this is quite a bit harder to hit. Oh, you rammed into me, so that's good. You took advantage. Oh, I'm almost dead. You might be able to kill me. One more shot and I'm dead. So now I really need to damage you. Make sure you don't hit me a single time. Shoot too much talking. End up losing on stream. Oh, come on. I gotta whittle him down without taking a single shot. This is good evasion practice. Okay. Hey, if I get him to black out, I might stand a chance.
Fernando, hitting is the key for winning.
Yeah, well, I gotta hit without getting hit. My own evasion is making it really hard for me to hit anything.
Modian. Giving out all these wisdoms here.
Oh.
Nice. There you go. Only 30% more hole left. Good job. Okay, well, there you go. You got the hang of it. You guys are both decent enough. So, and we see Boxes here. Boxes, did you manage to watch that video?
Yep, I watched it.
Okay, perfect. And Boxes, our 3D artist, he's the guy who designed all the beautiful ships that you see in the game. And he's also a great pilot. So.
I tried to make small egg shapes, but he wouldn't let me.
Chicken-powered spacecraft. Okay, so now we're gonna switch to this location just because it's a little bit easier to see things with the brighter background. And okay, let's do this real quick. I'm gonna be in spectator mode, keep the teams even. Plus, it'll help me watch what's going on. And I'm gonna switch to conquest mode. So, I'll work the game mode here. So in conquest mode, the only way, with mining turned on anyways, the only way to score is to deliver wreckages back to the carriers. I'm gonna have 3 carriers per side. Carrier command will be off. That means there won't be any defensive fire from the carriers. So you definitely want to try to prevent the enemy from delivering. Again, when you deliver the cargo, you need to hold down the cargo button for about 5 seconds for it to deliver. So you have plenty of time to try to prevent people from delivering. It's up to you guys to determine how many people you have on mining, how many people you have on escort or harassment duty. Oh, did Cutie leave us? She did, so that means I'm gonna go back in. Yep, Cutie's not here, so once she comes back, I will join the fray. So let's see what teams we got. Oh, it could be me, Don Juan, and Asmodean versus Bach, Smartass, and Ego. That's what the AI said. We'll reset it if it feels too unbalanced. Before I switch you guys to the other team, does anybody have any questions? Ego, do you have a question? Nope. So, one last thing I'm going to say is a new feature added in this build is on the wingman markers on the main HUD, or anywhere else for that matter. Normally, you'll see the number sign next to somebody's name. If they have an enemy contact that you can copy, instead of saying number sign 1, it'll say C1 or copy 1, right, or contact 1. You can press this. You can press the copy contact button to copy that wingman's target. Right, so it's just a reminder. Just very easy way to know if one of your wingmen has a target already. And if you and your wingman are sharing a contact, you instead of the number sign, you're gonna see a plus sign, right? So that means you both are sharing the same marker. Just yet another way to get you some information without having to talk all the time. The other thing is a wingman's name will blink on the HUD, just like it blinks on the contacts list if their hull is low. So another way for you to see that. So some little small quality of life improvements there. That should still keep the HUD relatively clean. Okay, guys, I'm going to put you in your own channel. It's up to you again to decide if you want to have a defender or not, or go full miners. Good luck, guys. Eagle.
I've got LRMs, so I can mostly for killing people and stopping them, but I can also do some impromptu mining with them. I don't have a cargo hold equipped. Do you think I should do that? I could replace maybe my shield enhancer with that.
Yeah, I think for this kind of game mode, I think shield or hull, I think should be replaced with cargo.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
I guess I can do mining if.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I've got a cargo now. The ship. So.
We're going full mining.
I will.
Yeah. I'm mostly going to be focusing on stopping enemies, but I can also chip in with the mining.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm gonna try to steal.
I think he's going to reset the match.
He always does it.
Okay.
Make sure your signals are off as well. I think it defaults to 1.
Good call. Yay. Delivered something. I think I'm gonna steal 2 torpedoes. Oh, we don't have... Okay, no torpedoes.
Going back to depot.
I need to check my key bindings. I'm not firing hell arms. Pushing my cargo because it's going to take me too much in fighting people.
Wait, where are you? I can collect it.
Fighting people.
Okay, so I don't want to collect it.
I don't know where I am.
Reefer here.
I'm going to help. I see some fighting.
Nice, I can collect that.
Yeah, who's you?
Thanks, Asmodian.
Yeah, I needed
Too kind. Delivered it right at my doorstep.
like Amazon.
It's Asmodian Prime. Oh, I shouldn't have told him. We could have made that a thing. He attacks me, you kill him, I collect the cargo.
I'm getting attacked.
Coming
Yeah,
over.
I got him.
Let's see where the thing is. Where was the explosion? Around here, right?
We could probably like pirate their mining to save ammo.
Dropping off. Seeing a lot of combat going on out there.
Ah,
Could use
will
a
not
hand.
be able to. Box.
Yeah, I just got ganked. Let's switch to a weapon that's not going to compete in the shield so much. I'm on the plasma guy.
Nice. So, where are the wrecks? We need those wrecks. I'm really hurt.
Chat.
Oh no, it was half my cargo. Hold.
I think I need a repair. I'm about halfway down on health.
I don't have a repair gun.
Sure as my signal on. I think it spawns us when we die with signals back on. I can pretend it back on.
Yes.
Coming in for landing. Okay, re-on. Bulging. Oh, we're doing pretty well. Got you targeted. Eagle. I see that explosion.
Yeah, there's a
Back.
thing over here.
I see another explosion in that area. I'm gonna go investigate. This is our asteroid field, not theirs. They have no jurisdiction to mine here.
Okay. Fucking squatters.
I killed one of their miners before he could deliver.
Nice.
Did he drop the stuff? Then I can collect it?
Possibly. He was going towards his carrier. I'm not sure if it was to refill though. If you come to me... no, I don't see any debris. Never mind. Oh, he's trying to pick something up again. Yeah, I think he did.
Where are you? You are at their carrier? I'm not far away
Correct.
from there. I'm not far away from that. Let's see. Ah, no, I have to go back to deliver what I have. Oh no, I will not make that. Oh shit. Did the same mistake as before. Collecting a full hold and then not delivering it in time.
Yay, we won.
Rest in peace.
MVP Eagle.
Oh my god, I almost had. I didn't have
Was
enough.
that you in the bomber?
That's me that you targeted.
I was like, oh, I see that cheeky bomber. Like, you can't mine here. This is our mining space.
Okay, Well, it worked well enough. There's obviously there's some bugs with the scanner not activating correctly all the time, but I'm definitely gonna refine it for next week. But it was enough for us to actually test delivering. Do you guys want to try with try another one with one carrier per side, but the carrier having defenses?
Yeah, that could be interesting.
So torpedoes are on.
Yeah, so torpedoes will be on.
I was actually expecting the carrier to start shooting me, but I was surprised when it didn't.
Yeah, I had it turned off for this first round. So this will be a little bit harder for you to intercept. I found for anybody who's struggling with mining, I found SRMs are pretty nice for mining. They're a little bit easier to use, in my opinion, than rockets. So definitely don't overlook that as an option if you're flying the fighter bomber. But it took me a while to get the hang of it. Let's see. So improve scanning behavior.
When I destroy an asteroid and then switch on the scope, it doesn't pick the ore. When the scope is on, when I destroy an asteroid, it picks the ore.
Yeah, it's targeting people instead and doing weird things.
Exactly.
I noticed it too. Yep, I'll be fixing all those rough edges. You can clear the target by double tapping the target key. That helps a little bit. And but I'll make it better in the next patch. It's just a little bit rough right now. Okay, well, let's do another one. Since the teams were really even, I'm just going to change one thing. Eagle, looks like you were getting a hang of it on your side because you were the MVP. So you did a lot of mining.
Nice.
Nicely done. So this time around, you will have access to 9 torpedoes on the carrier, but there'll only be 1 carrier per side. Carrier command is on. It's probably not worth your time to fly the carrier, so don't fly it. But in the future, the carrier, it'll be more worth flying the carrier because you'll be able to like fly the carrier into a bunch of broken up asteroids and just pick up a lot of resources that way. That's not yet implemented. Okay, well, let's without further ado, I'm gonna put you guys back in your own channels and let's do it again. Yeah, figure out it's definitely worth, now that mining takes more steps, having at least one person dedicated to harassment is definitely worth it. So good luck, guys.
If it's only 1 carrier, how about we clear, or I clear the lower side of their turrets, and then we torp their fucker.
Yeah.
just so the anti-social way of winning the mining race, you know.
The fact that they brought a carrier to our mining field is just rude.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll do heavy mining to replenish torpedoes.
Does it do that?
Yes.
Every time you deposit 3, you get another torpedo.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, you get the stuff you have for cargo anyway, and then so and so many of that are 1 torpedo, but if you are full, then you get an extra torpedo.
Okay, so take out the turrets on one side and then torp it.
Yeah, but for that
Which
I
side is
have to
easier?
change my loadout, and I didn't do it in the refit break, so I have to wait until the carrier's here.
Got an enemy targeted. I'll keep him busy. He's mining.
Eagle, it's cool seeing them come in, right? The carriers coming in backwards,
Yeah.
fully blowing to break down. They come in, I think, at 8 kilometers per second.
Yeah, I just got overwhelmed by 2 of them. Let's watch my back more.
This is my carrier killing loadout. Let's see why I come. think I got
missiles.
an LRM shot by somebody. Oh. So this is Eagle and Spokes. There. That's me. There's Box. What's your target? This guy. Which is probably Asmodean.
But you should go kill Fernando now that I got him by himself, on his own. It's when they're both shooting me, it becomes a pain in the ass. It's yeah, they'll like trade to defend each other while the other mines. So Fernando's probably mining. I'm guessing where that takes.
Somebody is delivering.
Ah, okay, I'll get an LRM on him. Yeah, he's using the Astro for cover.
Okay, I should stop that. Even though it doesn't give them points, it's killing turrets is one thing, but killing turrets while somebody is there protecting them is a different thing. However, Eagle, how's it going with your mining?
I got 4 pieces right now.
Okay.
Coming back.
Oh. Did you try to do the turret thing?
I was trying to. So Fernando hid. Well, I killed the other bomber thinking it was Fernando, but it was the other guy. And then Fernando hid behind the carrier structure somewhere. He was resuming delivery once I killed the other guy, and then in trying to get a last ditch shot.
Oh no, I just got him off the deck.
Watch out, Modian's coming.
I'm off again.
I got an LRM on Fernando. Got him.
So I think Fernando is one of their miners. And I'm thinking about switching to collecting, to be a collector of in my light fighter for the Eagle, so that Eagle can, you know, destroy the things and I can collect them.
Yep.
I think that makes sense. Eagle, what's your idea? What's your opinion on that? That I collect the stuff for you, so you are the breaker and I'm the collector.
Well, we don't have infinite missiles right now, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we probably should get some collections going.
So it might be smart to do like stealing. Let them break something and then you swoop in and try to take it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm trying to find Rex. I mean, they should. Fighters shouldn't do Rex in this game mode. I remember.
I'm harassing one of the bombers. Okay, here's the light fighter.
Coming. And there's also a
But there's
bomber on you.
nearby.
Yeah, I'm going for the bomber. Got him.
Nice.
Did he leave? Did he leave something behind? Please, please leave something behind. No, he did not. Oh, that would have been so nice getting the cargo off him. But the other one as well.
Nice. He left wreckage.
Yes, he did leave wreckage. That is correct.
So did the light fighter. But it has to be a bomber wreckage. Is that right?
Yes, I think so. And I have ways of collecting. So, but no.
Yeah.
Where's the other piece of wreckage? Oh no,
It's here where I'm shooting.
I see it. Nice.
Alright. I can give you an escort.
No, I have one piece more. Is there one more piece of wreckage somewhere, or was it all? Was all, I guess.
I didn't see another one.
That's fine. But yeah, that was nice.
There's a bomber I've targeted. I've got some LRMs. So I could try mining the bomber.
That is actually yes, that makes perfect sense.
His friend is coming. I'm on Asmodean, so if you want to stay on the bomber, I'm distracting.
I think I collected pieces of him already. Let's see. Where's the wreckage? I think I collected it already. So I go back. I go back to
log
our.
out. I got killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
watch it. There's two of them there. They switched to faster weapons too. They got smart.
Going to depot.
I got you. Coming to help.
They are on me. No, they are no longer on me. Okay, nice.
Yeah, they cleared as soon as you got near the carrier.
I'm not going to be able to make another trip.
Okay, so I delivered something, and if you can just drop when you have it in your cargo, I can also collect it. I think you should be able to drop what you have.
I just dropped off, so
Okay, nice. Anything to collect here? Not in 10 seconds. But good round. I mean, Box and me, we recycled material. The tree hugging, space tree hugging side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was literally on deck, unloading, watching the time click down. That's still you still would have won. It would have been 60 to 80. Oh my god.
Yeah,
We
I
always
delivered.
seem to
I delivered
collect
some
money.
of your stuff earlier.
Well, on top of that, I had a cargo load full. Well, 22 pieces of cargo when you guys killed me. That wasted my time. That was game over then.
That was
Oh
what
my
I
God,
had
good
delivered.
job.
I delivered that.
Good job. And on top of that, you delivered it. Good job. Well, I'm gonna make some refinements. I'm gonna have it drop cargo. I think it's spawning wreckages under some circumstances. I'm not sure. It's not supposed to do that for fighters, but I'll make sure that the next update that doesn't do that when we're doing this test mode.
Yeah,
and
Asmodian delivered in the round before. Asmodian came and attacked me, and then we could take his wreckage, and I could deliver it.
cargo. And I'll make sure you drop cargo. Yeah, my plan is I'm going to replace the final destruction with a proper destroyed asteroid with a mixture of ore and pieces of rock, and then you would scoop that up instead. And then when you kill somebody who's carrying stuff, it will drop off the cargo that they have,
Mm-hmm.
and then we could just set it to only count that in a test mode. The conquest mode is going to be like a mini version of the mine build conquer loop. That's the whole point. But this was just a quick test. But it's nice. It's really cool. It really felt different. Like I've never been a miner in any other game, but it really was fun mining, knowing you guys were trying to kill me and trying to figure out how to mine more quickly and keeping an eye on my scope, even though the scope is not working as well as it should. It was scary and fun. So it's definitely, it needs more work, but it's a good step in the right direction. For this next round, I'm gonna do a non-mining test, just so that you guys can experience a proper like team combat with wingmen on their side instead of mining. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the carriers. We're gonna keep the same teams, and it's just gonna be a death match inside of this asteroid field with no mining.
Without carriers.
No carriers. So that without carriers is going to basically mean that you're going to want to fight to death every time, right? You want to try to stay alive as long as possible, but it's going to be a faster pace, huh?
I'll be
Okay,
off
put you guys in your own channels.
half a minute, and I'm back, or 1 minute, shortly after.
Okay, I'll restart it when you get back. We'll just do a quick like warm up round. Okay. The teams seem pretty fair, so I'm going to keep these teams. So let me switch from conquest back to attrition. All the asteroids are running into each other. Okay. So here we go. I will turn on stop to refit since there's no carriers. And let me spawn the asteroid field in.
I just had a
There we
question. For the
Sure,
scope to work, to target an asteroid, do you have to have your targets clear?
Yes, you have to have your target clear, because sometimes you want to use the scope to just see where your target is at. So that's why it's doing that. I'm going to make it so that it's a little bit buggy. You can double press the target key to clear it, but there's some weird subtle things that's making it less ergonomic. So I'm going to work on the ergonomics of it for next week.
Yeah, I don't have a keybind for clear target. I don't think I'm gonna have to assign one.
Double tap your regular target key. Your target.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just gonna about to say I don't see one on the list.
Yep.
Nice. Oh yeah. There we go.
That's a good point, spam bot. Yeah, it's much more fun when you're protecting a vulnerable player rather than a vulnerable AI in those crappy. Let me turn off the asteroids that are exploding all over the place. Okay,
I
so
think
those
that's pretty fun.
It is fun. It's just a little disorienting. We've had dogfights inside of the. So I might make that a parameter, like you can set how chaotic the asteroid field is. Wrong button. Apparently. Okay, there, I cleared it. But for a pure dogfight experience. So it's just a warm up since we're waiting for smartass. Go ahead and attack.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back already. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be standard 3v3 inside the asteroid field. No stop to refit, but no repair on kill and no no carriers. Okay, so it's just a simple deathmatch in a very not so simple asteroid field. Good luck, guys.
Okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna do
tempted
my.
to trade my shield for a boost, but if they're using plasma cannons, the shield's nice to have.
That is true. I'm using my dumb but fun loadout with stealth and PSC and heatsink. So I need you with the shark bait.
Yeah, I'm in the Legacy Fox, so I can be bait.
Shark bait. Whoa.
Because the stealth would make it hard for me to use the railgun.
That's
In fact, I might just use a heatsink instead of the shield boosters for the railgun.
so that you have a larger pool before it goes down.
Yeah.
That is actually how shield works now, right? It's larger pool, it doesn't have more health, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I mean, it has more health, it's just the per shot thing, or what it's called. It doesn't, the reduction of damage, you know, is not as large as shield did before. It's, I think the normal shield reduction is just your health pool for shield is larger.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh, I think I'm going around the left side, but I will hopefully stick to you guys. Let's see. Oh, you are there. Focus on sticking behind you. Some danger.
Yeah. I don't know if I had two.
Oh, and we double teamed the new Beluga. Oh, where are you? Worst.
Fighting Asmodean.
Are you? Because he's shooting me right now.
Maybe. Somebody
Okay.
got a shitload of hits on me before I can get away. And then I'm basically screwed.
Wait. Oh, all of them have been targeted. That's not good for me. I feel. I'm a stealth player, private person. I don't want to be targeted. That's rude. Got him. Stealth kill.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the hit marker sound means now. Occasionally I get that. I'm not sure why.
Oh no. Oh no.
I got one.
triple teamed you. But I think I'm also going to die. Oh, I was about to kill him. You probably didn't even see me sneaking up on him, Box.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm speaking the pancake shots with stealth all the time.
Rest in peace.
Smodian saw me. He gets a hate boner for stealth ships. Oh, you're fighting alone over there.
Nice shooting.
I'm the backstabbing asshole. That's my job. that gives usually either very low or very high numbers of kills in a fight. This time it's good.
Gosh dang it. I meant to strafe down how I burn straight into him.
Got that railgun shot.
There. Okay, got at least.
Yeah, you need repair.
Well, there's no repairs, or do you have one? We don't have a carry.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is, I just die and prolong my life as long as possible and then get a new one. That's how it works. So, where are you guys? Trying to come in as fast as possible and go in stealth. Box, you are followed by two of them.
85 is low on health, I think. I smacked him twice with a railgun.
That's nice. Smodian.
stuff. I'm remembering backstrafe exists. Don't just go forward into the enemies. It's been a while since I played on keyboard and mouse.
Are your sticks annoying you again?
Yeah, I said screw it. I'm still using the Brothers roll though. Analog roll is nice.
Being targeted.
That is the annoying thing about stealth. You have the perfect pancake and then you're out of energy. You can't even shoot.
Rest in peace. I'm thinking about selling sticks, but it's also like, oh, occasionally it'd be nice to test with the sticks again.
What kind of sticks?
VKB Gunfighter Mark IIIs. The new Verpil stick, the budget one, looks way nicer in quality than these.
And it's like 170 here in Europe. With a... Oh, double kill. With a actual metal gimbal and shit, right? So... So I think that is actually such a good price. It's just sad that in America I think it's probably over 200. With the tariffs and shit. I don't know what's going on there actually at the moment. Still. Do I help you, box? Another kill in the last second. Sneaking was... I had Asmodean directly filling my screen. But then the time was over.
A terrible kill to death ratio.
I have 11 kills and 5 losses. Yeah, that is not the best, but it's better than you.
Wow. Good fight, guys. You guys really came together and we're winning.
This time the backstabber was the winner, I think.
Yeah, no, you guys were really good.
Okay.
I remembered how to use backstrafe halfway through that. I'm playing on keyboard and mouse, so it's been a minute since I've done this.
Yep, no. And the new guys, Eagle and Don Juan, were playing quite well, especially for their very first time. It's not easy against all these experienced players, and this game really demands a lot out of you. So
the only one is quite the sharpshooter, the railgun.
Oh yeah,
I got a lot of hits in. I was not expecting that.
I'm gonna show you guys one last thing before I get off, because my legs are killing me. Been on the computer for more than 2 hours straight now. But there's this thing called Alien Nebula, which you guys might not have seen. See how everything got all foggy?
Ooh.
And think of it, it's like a really dense particle field. It's like flying an atmosphere without gravity, right? And in this, not only can you not see as far, but your sensors are severely limited, which means there's no PIP, no aiming system whatsoever in this mode. If the AI gets too easy, you can turn that on in mission parameters. And the other thing I wanted to show you is that there is, no pips at all. There's a location called Harvester location, one of the test locations, this one here, where there's atmosphere and gravity. But you do get pips. Your sensors work as normal. But this is also really fun. And yeah, so it's like there's 3 environments, so to speak. You got space, Alien Nebula, and atmosphere. And there'll probably be blends of the different 3 over time, but right now there's those 3 different environments. Each change the dynamics of how the combat plays out, how things feel. So definitely worth experimenting with it. And I highly recommend both Eagle and Don Juan, both of you try to get into the Fight Club and to Racing Club, because you guys definitely already have the skills where I know you can make it into it. And if you make it into the Fight Club, I'm going to be announcing Gloves Off Fight Club, which is like the next level of Fight Club. So yeah, when the gloves comes off, so definitely you'll get a nice little emoji next to your name that only people who have that can display it on our Discord. So something for you guys to aim for.
And when do you have those events?
Those are the nice thing is those things you can do them at any time. So you need to go to the club application channel and read the pinned messages there. They're basically trials that you need to pass, and then upload a video proving that you made the pass. And then once you get into Fight Club, then you will be able to get into Gloves Off Fight Club. But that one you have to challenge somebody who's in the Fight Club who has made it to the 2nd level. And now nobody has made it to 2nd level because I haven't announced it yet. But the first person to beat me under the Fight Club rules will look into the Gloves Off. And then after that, you can challenge anybody who's in the Gloves Off Fight Club or me to get in. Okay? So at the beginning, it's going to be really exclusive because whoever beats me is probably going to be pretty decent. And you're going to have to be at least good enough to beat me. So if you can beat the AI, that'll give you some basic level confidence, and then try to beat me to get into the Gloves Off Fight Club. Make sense?
Didn't I already beat you?
That doesn't count.
He did some hustling, so you didn't fully beat him. He didn't try all his tricks. He hustled some new players.
I know, he's taking it easy, I know.
I like
He
the
didn't have
spirit,
pips.
Eagle. You got the spirit. Fighting Eagle spirit. Eagle,
That's the right attitude. That's the right attitude.
Right. That's right. You guys got the right attitude. I'm gonna actually move to this location here.
No, I don't really have recording software.
You can have the person you're fighting record it for you too. But you might want to install OBS. It's free.
Well,
it works well now.
Usually, when you have an NVIDIA card, it comes with recording software, and AMD stuff
I've
has it as well.
just never recorded anything. So.
And it's for the video can remain unlisted. It's just so you can upload it. The race, as long as your Discord integration is working, if it shows up in the Hunternet log, we can accept that as proof. But I do recommend you set up recording so we can see that. Plus, it'll be useful because we can see how you fight and we can give you some tips if you're struggling. I'm gonna end the stream here. Spambot, thanks for dropping by. You too, Tofu. I'll be back again here next week with more mining updates. For everybody who's interested, once mining is done, I'll be moving into carrier travel in the open world, which is a key element to having that core mine build conquer loop, because the carriers are basically your mobile transport and mobile manufacturing facilities. So it's going to be getting that technical aspect working, multi-person travel basically. But once that's in there, I'm going to start implementing some basic economy loops, and it's going to be quite interesting. So definitely stay tuned, guys. I'm going to end the stream now and hang out with the guys here a little bit, and I'll see you all next week. Thanks for joining. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream now.